Hey guys, what's going on? Frank Rich here from Rebuilt Recovery. And in today's video, I want to give you the truth. I want to give you the cold, hard truth as to why you'll never quit porn, rewire your brain, reboot your life, and then ultimately step into that life that you know you were created to live. And I'm going to be honest, guys, this video is going to be real. It's going to be honest. And like I said, this will be the truth. So if you're not prepared to hear this message, if you're not yet ready to be honest, if you're not yet ready to experience the truth, I do advise shutting this video down and returning back to it when you're finally ready to remove this habit out of your life once and for all for good. But before we get into videos, guys, I'll remind you who we are and what we do here. My name is Frank Rich, CEO, founder, and head coach at Rebuilt Recovery, and it is our mission to help men break free from the shackles of porn addiction through the power of faith and fitness. Now, we do that in a handful of different ways. First off, right here on the Rebuild Your Life YouTube channel, we are releasing new videos every single day, Monday through Friday at this point. So if you're new to the channel and haven't done so yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button right there and also turn those post notifications on so you're notified every single time a new video is released. And secondly, for you guys that are in the early stages of trying to identify a lot of the ways in which porn has negatively impacted your life and are curious about what life could look like for you once you've been able to remove this destructive habit out of your life, make sure to download our free ebook. It's a 7-step guide to living life without porn, where I walk you through the exact process that we use with our clients and students here at Rebuild Recovery on how to identify a lot of the ways in which porn has negatively impacted your life, how to then take that and build a proactive plan to get you out of this addiction and step into that life that you were created to live. But most importantly, what do you need to do to follow through, execute, build up the discipline, willpower, and actually make this thing a reality? So that's a 7-step guide to living life without porn. I'm going to link it down in the first pinned comment below. Okay, so after today's video, guys, make sure to visit that page, download the book, and begin taking back control of your life. Now back to today's video, guys. The truth. You know, the cold, hard truth on why you'll never quit porn, or why you're struggling to quit porn and rebuild, reboot, and rewire your brain and your life. And guys, here's the fact of the matter is, the truth is, you're not quitting, you won't quit, because it's just not important enough to you. Okay? Did you get that? Quitting porn and taking back control of your life is not important enough for you to actually do what needs to be done in order to quit. You know, I had the pleasure of being interviewed on an Instagram Live just yesterday, in fact. And, you know, in doing this, you know, I have my go-to kind of answers. You know, obviously shooting hundreds of videos here, speaking to hundreds of men, coaching and helping hundreds of men, you know, really remove this addiction out of their life. I find, you know, I know what works. You know, I know what needs to be said to spark an interest. I know what needs to be said and actually to get the person to take action. But when I was asked yesterday, you know, how does somebody quit porn and reboot their life? And, you know, the way I try to frame this is those are two different things. Quitting porn is the first step. Rebooting your life, rewiring your brain, that's a lot of the hard work that we do here. That's what our curriculum is really built to do. Not just take back control of your life, but help you step into a high performance life, one of achieving, one of ultimate success, one of passion, one of drive, one of joy. Okay, we have a curriculum here designed to do that. The quitting part, you know, when I was asked yesterday, how does somebody quit? You got to make the decision. You got to make the real powerful decision and ingrain that decision into who you are and who you are becoming. You know, I talked a lot on this channel about the path to breaking free from your addiction is becoming the man that is no longer addicted to porn. And when you set your eyes on that aim, when you create the vision for your life that you are no longer the man that is addicted to pornography, when you set the intention that your life no longer has an entry point for porn to even penetrate into it, that's true decision, that's true belief. That's changing and evolving your identity and growing into the man that you were designed and created to be. But if you're struggling with just the act of stopping, it just doesn't mean enough to you right now. Okay? And nobody is going to be able to convince me other than this. Guys, the human body, the brain, what we are here in this world to do is the most remarkable miracle in the world. We are truly limitless in our own lives, in our bodies. What holds us back and what prevents us is all these small little decisions and habits that we make that don't allow us to step into, you know, our God-given abilities, our, you know, the life that we were created to live. It's all these mediocre, seeking instant gratification and pleasure. But I can tell you that there was a time in your life where you struggled. You struggled to take a step, okay? Going all the way back to the early years here, guys. Think about it. I mean, it's hard to actually think about it because you weren't consciously aware of what was going on right now, but that's the power of the human spirit. When you see a toddler, when you see an infant, struggle, get up, fall down, get up, fall down, get up, fall down, okay? But they didn't give up because walking, taking that first step was the most important thing to them in their life at that moment. Okay, and then somewhere along the lines we lose this as we're growing and as we're, as we're getting thrust into society and the world, and other people's opinions start to make their impressions on us, and fear and doubt, and can I actually do this, and what's really important to me? All these thoughts begin to really kind of circle through our brain, and that's what controls us. And it's those limiting fears, it's those limiting beliefs about ourselves that keep us from actually stepping into our greatness, that keep us from stepping into what we were put on this earth to accomplish. And I can tell you guys, none of you were placed here to sit behind a screen and watch people have sex. It's not a life. Okay, so how do you actually quit? How do you make it important enough that it's gonna quit, that you're gonna be able to quit? We gotta attach something of value to the outcome. So think about the life that you could live if you remove this habit out of your life. We throw the word addiction around here. It's a big buzzword. It gets people's attention. Is porn actually something that you can be addicted to? Some people will say yes, others will argue no. There's no real, chemical dependency to it, but we understand from the neuroscience level that it does begin to change and whatnot, how our brains actually function and wire. But when you think about what an addiction is a repeated behavior done over and over, even though there's a negative outcome. Okay, so if you've done some of the initial work that we give you guys here as far as taking some of the steps of identifying the ways in which porn has negatively impacted your life, if you've done that work, okay, which is week one of our program, I've given you guys all of that material. So identify all the areas in which porn has a negative impact on you. So you're aware about that now because you've actually taken the time to do the work and identify it. Now when you go back and return and watch porn again, you are consciously aware of the negative habits or the negative outcome of your habit. So what is that? That's an addiction. If you know that porn has a negative impact on how you think, if you know that porn has a negative impact on your ability to focus, if you know that porn has a negative impact on your sexual life, but yet you return back to it, brother, you're addicted. Okay? So the first thing is you got to admit yourself that. Okay? Now, if you're ready to quit and you don't believe that you actually have what is needed inside of you right now, maybe it's just hidden inside somewhere. This is where help comes into place. Okay, I had somebody ask on one of the videos here, can somebody quit this on their own? I don't believe that is the case. I've never seen a guy do it completely on his own. I believe it needs to be done in community. I think there needs to be accountability, coaching, support, and guidance along the way. Okay, but none of those are the reasons. If you don't have those, none of those are the reason why you're not yet quitting, because all that information is available online. We have a free Facebook group. Get plugged in. Get connected with guys. Okay, we have a free ebook resource guide to walk you through the map. Once again, no barrier to entry, absolutely free. You have a computer, you're watching this, you're on your phone right now, means you can access this page and download the book. Okay, you need some accountability and support, okay? Once again, in the Facebook group, but there's other groups out there as well. Get plugged in a small group at your church, find an SAA group. Guys, there's places out there that require zero investment, okay? Now, you can take it a step deeper and actually buy some speed, okay? You could buy a process that is proven, backed by science, and has written testimonials as far as guys taking back control of their life. That's what we have available for you here, in our company here at Rebuild Recovery. But that's not necessary. Guys don't need to join my program to remove this out of their life. What they need to do is they need to make the decision today, right now, as you're watching this, make the decision that this is the most important thing in your life right now. Everything else doesn't wait, because you start working on this now. And by working on removing this habit of your life, the carryover effect, the impression into every other area of your life, it's non-negotiable. Once you remove porn out of your life, every other area of your life begins to improve. So what is the truth, guys? Why haven't you quit yet? Why will you never quit? And why won't you rewire your brain? Because it's just not important enough to you. And I'm sorry, guys, if that's like not the answer that you're looking for. You want me to dig into my pocket and give you a magic pill. You want me to give you 3 words that you need to say every morning as you walk out of the door. You want me to give you a book that you're going to read and then think that by reading a few words on some paper, it's going to change your habits. It's going to change the person that you are. But that's not the case, guys. Those are all tools and resources. Yeah, we have morning prayer, we have scripture, we have inner work, we have journaling, we have books and resources and educational curriculum built into our coaching here. Okay, by the end of the day, none of that actually works unless you're ready to change. None of that actually works unless it's important enough for you to take back control of your life. So as I bring this video to home, guys, I'm gonna ask you a question. Is removing porn out of your life, is taking back control, is rebooting and rewiring your brain and ultimately stepping into the life that you know you were created to live. Is that important, guys? Is it important as we're coming up on the end of month 1 in 2021? Guys, we're already 1/12 of the way through this year. Are you going to continue in the path that you've been going for however long this has been the case? Or are you going to make the decision now that this is important to you, that the decision is there and you're ready to take action? If that is the case, I want you to do 2 things. I want you to like this video. I want you to comment and say, I'm ready. I'm ready to take back control of my life. I'm ready to rewire my brain. I'm ready to reboot my life. And I'm ready to become the man that I know God created me to be. And secondly, guys, when you download the free ebook, I'm going to invite you to a free consultation call with me. Okay, I want to talk to you about what the next 4 months should look like for you. I want to share with you some of the proven practices, some of the tips and strategies that we found successful here in the last 12 months of coaching a lot of men to finding freedom. Okay, but ultimately, if you're going to quit porn, if you're going to take back control and rewire your brain and rebuild your life, it's got to be something that is of utmost importance to you. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's it, guys. The truth is, you haven't quit yet, and you will never quit because it's just not important enough to you. But for you guys that are looking for some help, subscribe to the channel, like the video, download the book. Let's get on a call. I'm here to help. God bless you, brother, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.